Thumbs up, 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 up. Bad, baby. Always the bad. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, you guys. Thumbs up, and we're working, baby. Y'all don't know another content creator who works harder, baby. Production, lights, camera, action, fashion, aesthetic. Where can you get that all in one package over here on Consciouztv, baby? That's why I always deserve the thumbs up. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it builds up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Consciouztv member and telling them to get their artists into the damn sanctuary. All right? Shout out to all the new subbies. Make sure that you guys have your notification bell set to all. And last but not least, please share this stream out. Wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be a YouTube or your Snapchat, your Facebook, your MySpace, your outside of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whole words know that we're loud, we're live, and we're currently in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and we're back, but something has happened. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, what's going on, you guys? So there is a live press conference about to happen with Diddy as it relates to his case update. You guys know earlier we went over an evidentiary hearing that his attorneys are requesting as it relates to what they believe are direct leaks from the feds, from Homeland Security, such as the 2016 Intercontinental Hotel video showing Cassie being assaulted by Diddy. And then you guys also know they submitted their third bail package in order to get Diddy out, girl. Everybody showed up to the courthouse, girl. His children are there. His mammy is there. Everybody, apparently, Mama Combs is getting heckled, girl, by the paparazzi. So we're going to be getting into that status update here. We're going to be keeping an eye on that. We also got to talk about this lawsuit, girl. It's a mess out here. It is a mess out here, girl. A lawsuit that was filed back in November of 2023, which was what, a few days or weeks after Cassie's suit was dropped, incriminating and alleging that R&B singer Aaron Hall, as well as Diddy, SUED, a woman named Linda Gardner, she recently amended her complaint to also include R&B group JODECI member Devontae Swings, claims that he aided and abetted the whole thing, prostituted her out, girl. It's a mess. So it's a lot to get into. I don't even know where we should get started right now. Let's just get into these updates, actually, while we wait on this press conference, which we're going to watch here live. So don't worry about that. We're going to be doing that live, honey. You won't miss a beat. You know, I'm the update king in this motherfucker. let's get into some updates about what's going on down there to the courthouse right now, girl. And I told y'all, the third bail package is pretty interesting. It's well written, and what they're slamming Homeland Security for is very interesting, and them trying to plead their case that Diddy technically qualifies for to be released unto trial, you know, and they cited some cases, you know, in U.S. history where under the same circumstances or similar circumstances, other defendants were permitted to be released on bail. It's a mess. It's a mess, child. So let's get into the Daily Mail. We gonna move over to the left. All right, hold on. Let me, courtesy of the Daily Mail for the old nasty updates. Grill. All right, courtesy of the Daily Mail, cha. Diddy in court updates rapper's children and mom Janice arrive for blockbuster hearing as heckling mob descends onto the courthouse. Sean Diddley Combs will demand his release on bail when he returns to court today. The rapper, 54 years of age, has spent 3 weeks behind bars after his initial 2 requests were denied. He was charged with a host of sex trafficking and racketeering offenses following his September 16th arrest. His mother, Janice Combs, was amongst the first of his supporters to arrive at the Manhattan courthouse on Thursday ahead of the 2 p.m. hearing, prompting jeers and heckling from the gathered crowd. His teenage daughters, Delilah and Jessie, arrived shortly after. Since his arrest, upwards of 120 victims have already come forward, but Diddy maintains his innocence and is demanding a trial as early as spring. Jesse James and Delilah Starr made their way into the courthouse just minutes before the hearing was due to begin. That would be the twins there, Kim Porter's twins. The girls kept silent as they were asked whether they had any comment about their father's hearing. While hecklers targeted their grandmother, Jesse and Delilah were met with warmth as the crowd warned their guardian to take care of those girls and told the duo to stick together. Aww. That's their brother as well, King, and that other one, child. So nice of them to have all the smoke for the grandma and leave the kids out of that. Go ahead, hecklers. TMZ has reported that Diddy twins are being cared for by their late mother's best friend, Lala. Janice Combs was heckled as she arrived in court to support her son on Thursday afternoon. The 84-year-old looked somber in oversized sunglasses, clutching onto a supporter's arm as she made her way into the courthouse from a tinted black car. About 1 p.m., Janice, your son is a predator, a man shouted. Your son is a predator, and he deserves to be locked up. Her car was swamped by reporters who were eager to know how both she and her son are holding up amid the ongoing allegations. Janice kept her head down as she pushed through the crowd while she remained tight-lipped on Thursday. The Combs matriarch broke her silence about the allegations just days ago when she slammed the public lynching of her son. This is Miss IV, honey, Miss White Nails. Miss can bend over and touch the floor with an open palm. Miss kissing her grown-ass alleged predatory son all in his mouth with all them hookers and whores and prostitutes and all them freak-offs and alleged children done been, girl. Ugh, just a mess. Quote, these lies thrown at him are motivated by those seeking a financial gain and not justice, Janice said. These individuals saw how quickly my son's civil legal team settled his ex-girlfriend's lawsuit, so they believe that they can receive a quick payday by falsely accusing my son. It is important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes. Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. The worst part of this ordeal is watching my beloved son be stripped of his dignity, not for what he did, but for what people choose to believe about him, she said. Janice continued, watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and deceptions without ever hearing his side or affording him the opportunity to present his side. Janice said that like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court to finally share his side and to prove his innocence. Well, Miss Ivy, your son, bitch, forfeited an opportunity to tell us his damn side when he could have, in fact, spoke out about the situation with him and Cassie. But you know what he did initially, baby? You know what his side was? Telling us that girl was a damn liar. Telling us that she was a heartbreaker, a whore, a money grabber, etc. girl. And he would defend his situation. And then he settled with her ass faster than this bitch. His side was settlement, bitch. Okay? And then after he settled and then slandered her and claimed, girl, that he was going to defend his reputation, what had happened then? That infamous 2016 Intercontinental video of him running down after his ex-girlfriend and stomping on her while she was walking away barefoot, trying to leave swiftly and professionally, baby, after she was dragged and slanged and beat and punched and thrown at and just thrashed about the room, girl. What did he do, girl? He came and gave us his side. His side was, I'm sorry. His side was, I done been to rehab. His side was all these things. And then you know what he did? You know what his side also included? Stripping and ripping that damn video down and going back to saying how she's a goddamn liar. Girl, we know why you real mad. Because, you know, this whole imprisonment and indictment thing done fucked up the mortgage on your damn house. Your son out here having to give up your passport, bitch. You can't go to Cancun. You can't go to Jamaica. You can't go to the Caribbean islands and make your hands touch the palm of the floor with palms wide open, Miss Ivy. You can't pop that pussy. And, bitch, you about to be damn homeless because your home, along with his $48 million property, girl, is all up for collateral as your son fends and fights for his goddamn freedom, baby. You got misguided anger, Miss Ivy. You got misguided anger, baby. You can't be mad at us because your son out here, girl, stripping the family of vacations, girl. Vacuuming y'all asses into his litigations, girl. Putting all y'all nice shit, all y'all diamonds and pearls and microwave up for sale, bitch. Running all y'all electronics down there to the pawn shop, girl. Okay, sending all your damn clothes back, trying to see what Plato's Closet, girl, is going to run for the come up, girl, so that he can get his ass up out of prison, bitch. You got to take that up with your son, girl, okay? And while you at it, bitch, okay, they're saying that Usher around here giving out the crunch and munch, girl, and Usher and your son allegedly, girl, done did some strange things, honey, some strange things in the dark, bitch, both when he was an adult male and unfortunately when he was an alleged minor child. So you might want to go down to the CVS, bitch, or down there to the urgent care. And also get you a swab, girl. Okay, get you a testing kit to see if you test positive, bitch, for crunch and munch as well, bitch. Okay? Because, girl, your days are dazing right now. Your son don't have a side, bitch. You ain't got a motherfucking side, bitch. Just be happy, ho, that them hecklers didn't throw pebbles and boots upside your motherfucking head, ho, as you was pooching through the damn audience, crying aloud about your damn kid, bitch. Don't nobody give a damn, okay? Don't nobody give a damn, bitch. You got more to say about his damn innocence than you do about what the hell he did to Cassie, bitch. Where were your comments and your outrage, honey? Did you raise him to beat on bitches? Did you raise him, girl, to beat on women while they walking away, ho? Because you ain't had nothing to say, bitch, when that video came out. You ain't had nothing to say on his behalf, girl. Okay, you just worry about finding you some more goddamn veins and pores to slip them goddamn IVs in after them goddamn alleged freak-offs, you freaky, nasty, open palm flow touching ass bitch. Okay, and shut your shit, honey. Y'all better go pray to them goddamn gargoyles and Baphomets, bitch, and ask them to bless this goddamn hearing girl so that your son can get the fuck up out of his situation, because he cooked either way, ho. So even if he come home, girl, he cooked. That broccoli been done, bitch. And there's nothing you can do about it, girl. They all over in the UK, girl. Your son is done. And if they don't get his ass on the trafficking part, bitch, they getting his ass on the narcotics part, because you also was mighty conveniently, interestingly goddamn quiet when the feds arrested his ass and found that alleged pink cocaine that Lil Rod said that Young Miami was trafficking on his behalf, along with his drug mule, baby, who was arrested on the same day that all them goddamn VHS tapes and surveillance cameras and all that goddamn ancient ass Masonic furniture and shit was hauled up out of his goddamn house by the damn feds, bitch. Okay? All that goddamn alleged infused lubricant and baby oil that y'all been using, baby, to make people think that they damn donkeys and grizzly bears and shit, bitch. Yeah. We would actually love to hear from you, girl. I would love to know what the hell you think, bitch, about your son being on recordings, trying to get folk to change their stories, obstructing justice, bribing folk, calling Kalina Hard for 700 damn times before she released her mammified ass statement, girl. Because now that the feds done froze the funds, they done froze up the Cash App, froze up the goddamn Chime account, bitch. They done shut down the Bank of America's, girl. He can't fly nowhere. He can't go nowhere. Y'all can't leave the country, bitch. Y'all Ubering and lifting now. The private jet is parked somewhere behind the damn eBay Capital, girl. I know you was mad because you was getting your flex on while your son was out, girl. You know, according to him and you, ain't y'all was running the streets, girl, running around here to strip clubs and things. See, you had no idea that he was going to have a few poles around his ass just a few months later, girl. Okay? Now he there with a few bars, bitch. He can twirl that ass around and throw that ass in a circle on, baby. You didn't know how that was going to work out for you, right? Them hecklers are doing right, bitch, by heckling the hell. Baby, had I been there, baby. Baby. They would have had arrested my ass for obstruction of damn justice. Oh, there it is. A clip of Diddy and his grizzly head ass mammy kissing each other on the lips after an alleged funky foot ass freak off girl. Okay. Passing on the alleged crunch and munch girl. Okay, because ain't Diddy said in his bail package that he need to be seeing his private care physician, girl. He needs access to his damn doctor, girl. Oh, yes. It's a whole hot mess. How y'all doing in the chat, baby? Y'all think Diddy gonna get out? Y'all think Diddy gonna get out, girl? Because y'all, the gag is, I got a real bad feeling, bitch. I got a real bad feeling. I don't know, something about the energy that was on that write-up last night, on them court documents that we read last night. Girl, it got me feeling a little unsure, honey. I think third time might be the charm, girl. Y'all know they removed Judge Carter. They got a new judge in here, girl. We don't know whether this judge is allegedly on somebody's payroll, whether he in relationship to Diddy's defense team, honey. Girl, today it could go anyway, baby. I just got this real weird feeling. Got a real weird feeling. Okay, I'm checking the updates, girl. Okay, the press conference has not started. Talking about motherfucking Diddy. Girl, Mama Jones ass having a hold on. I bet you is having a hold on, bitch. That house is being hauled down the street, girl. Mama Combs can't even stand. Okay, let's get into some of this commentary. They got commentary going on, girl. All right, this courtesy of Law and Crime Network. Let's see what they got going on over here. We're waiting for this press conference, y'all, before we get into the rest of the things. Okay, this covered by Fair Use. Hold on. All right, let's see what they're talking about over here.
We'll address some serious issues with the court, including discovery. There is apparently a voluminous amount of material in this case, according to the parties. They submitted a joint letter to the court talking.
Hold on, let me switch up my microphone so y'all can hear this.
Terabytes of electronic material, cell phones, laptops, business cards, physical evidence. What those materials contain, we do not know yet, but it's being shared to the other side. And therefore, there's going to be questions of how long it will take to extract the data. Will it be turned over to the defense? How long it will take to be turned over to the defense? But it's also possible we can learn more about a potential trial date. It seems that Sean Combs wants this to happen in the spring of 2025. We may learn some other deadlines in this case. And there may also be an issue. So be on the lookout for this that we brought up. This defense filed last night something very interesting. They said they are looking for a hearing to determine if the government engaged in misconduct. More specifically, did the Department of Homeland Security, you know, the agents that raided Sean Combs' properties, were they the ones who leaked the 2016 surveillance video that appears to show Combs beating his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura? It's quite the accusation, and we'll talk more about it. But to be clear, what we don't think is going to be brought up today is the issue of bail. Combs' defense attorneys, they've appealed his denial of bail, his pretrial detention to a higher court, the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. We'll see how that shakes up. But I think there's going to be more issues that are pressing today. And what makes today's hearing also interesting is this is now in front of a new judge. The new judge assigned to Combs' case out of the Southern District of New York is the Honorable Arun Subramanian. So it'll be interesting to see how he now handles these matters in a very, very high-profile case. Now, unfortunately, although we have cameras outside the courthouse, there are no cameras allowed in federal court. I could talk day and night about how I think that's a mistake. That's a subject for a different day, but here's the thing we do have. Long Crimes Elizabeth Milner, she is in that courthouse right now. She's going to be in that courtroom. She will come out later, report back to us live about her observations from the day's proceedings. But we're also going to be following live updates of what is happening inside that courtroom. We're going to break it down for you. I have terrific guests. And also, we're going to take your questions. So if you have questions about what is happening in the Sean Combs case, if you have questions about what is happening today, submit them on YouTube. We will answer them for you right now. Okay, I have some great guests to talk about this.
All right, girl. So it's no action just yet, girl. Folks just waiting to see what the hell is going to happen. They don't think a bail hearing solution or answer is going to be provided today. We'll see just about that. Let me check another source for an update real quick. Okay. All right. So the inner city press is giving us some feedback right now. All right. So according to the inner city press, now U.S. versus Sean Combs before the SDNY judge, which is the new judge. Inner city press is covering the case, blah, blah, blah. We gave 1 terabyte a device they asked for first. There were 96 devices seized in March from LA, Miami, and his person at a private airport in Florida. We are extracting material over the next 30 days. From the airport, 9 devices were seized. From Miami, 36 devices were seized. 29 have been extracted and 17 will be produced in our next production. LA, 51 was seized. 27 will be produced in our next production. Also, his phone from arrest in September. Current technology doesn't allow us to quickly extract. The government ability to decrypt is constantly evolving. Also, sometimes with older tablets, we don't have the forensic tools, so we are looking for solutions. Some devices were damaged. Our investigation is ongoing, so there could be a superseding indictment. I told y'all, superseding indictment was coming if they continue to make headwaves and find him guilty of said shit. That initial indictment is going to be superseded and they're going to add on to it. The lawyer says that there will be a defense team 1 week, I estimate. The judge says, and let's turn to discovery. We'll complete production by the end of the year. The judge, let's turn to disputes. The Diddy's attorney, we are trying to keep them to a minimum. We have an active dialogue with the government. I don't have any disputes at the moment. The judge said that's fine. Ms. Johnson, anything more on discovery? On Monday, we have 1 terabyte. All right. Sean Combs countdown now. 4 SDNY prosecutors coming to the courtroom and set up at the front table. All right, so that's what they're going through right now. They're talking about all the shit that they seized. What's going to happen with discovery? How is discovery coming along? Because they seized a lot of electronics from his persons and from these raids. They're still trying to figure out how to jailbreak some of these devices. Some of these devices are outdated, so they don't have the tools to get into them, but they're figuring that out. And some of these devices were also damaged as well. So they're talking about discovery at this time. Let me see. Let me refresh. Okay, all right, yeah. So that's what's going on at the moment. Okay, let's get back to this commentary.
Yeah, a very acclaimed defense attorney, frequent guest on Sidebar, and also Ava Sullivan, former prosecutor, is in studio with me as well, another frequent guest on Sidebar. Great to have you both here. Brian, I'll start with you. What are you anticipating for today's hearing? Because I think there's a lot of issues. This is the beginning part of the case, but a lot of preliminary issues that need to be worked out. What are you going to be looking for?
I think it's going to really boil down to a scheduling discussion. This judge is going to want to obviously show that he means business in terms of putting deadlines out and having them meet them. I think that the defense's urgency in this, in terms of bringing this case to trial, is expected. You know, he's in custody. He's going through hell. They want this case tried as soon as they can. But it's a case with significant discovery issues, terabytes of information. Questions whether or not can
y'all hear this?
To access some of this
that's
discovery.
Playing. If you guys can hear that, give me a 1.
The timing of getting it, and then the time it's going to take to go through every single piece of it from the defense perspective. The government's had this information for a while.
Okay, y'all can
the
hear
defense
that.
wants it tomorrow, and I think that part and parcel of that, what'll happen today is the judge at least getting input from the parties, as he already has by way of a letter. How quick they want to try this case, what kind of deadlines they want to set, and how soon he can schedule those deadlines so they can be met.
So, Ava, I'm going to read you a portion of what the defense said in this joint letter to the court. It says, the defense intends to ask the court to require the government to immediately produce certain categories of information, namely copies of Mr. Combs' electronic devices that were seized over 6 months ago and at the time of his arrest, and certain categories of requested Brady material, and to timely review and produce the remaining Rule 16 material in their possession. So what does that mean exactly?
Well, in regards to the Brady material, what that means is evidence that the prosecutors are going to potentially use against Combs. One of the things is he is able to, and also it's required that they produce all evidence to Combs that is going to be used against him. So he's able to evaluate it and prepare a proper defense.
And look, Brian, we don't know what this video evidence is, but the defense wants it. They want him, like you said, they want to go to trial. I mean, this is what they wrote in the letter. Mr. Combs continues to assert his right to a speedy trial and intends to request a trial date of April or May 2025, and as consistent with the court's trial schedule. That feels like around the corner when you're talking about terabytes and terabytes of information, and they are saying, we're putting the government's feet to the fire. We want all this material as soon as possible. Is that ambitious? April, May 2025?
Overly ambitious. And the reason for the ambition is pretty self-evident. He's incarcerated. This is a celebrity, multi-millionaire who is incarcerated, and they want to get this done. I think it's ambitious because the turnaround is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to go through all of this evidence to see, what exculpatory evidence is there. They don't want to look at what the government thinks is important. They want to look at everything so they can find out what's important for the defense here. What's interesting is, though, that the most important pieces of evidence, besides that which is electronic and can be turned over, we're going to have, Jenks material. And, for a defense lawyer, the most important evidence in the case are the FBI 302s and the grand jury testimony of witnesses. Who are the witnesses going to be? What have they said to the government? How many times have they been interviewed by the government? That evidence we won't see until perhaps no sooner than 60 days before the trial date, or maybe within 2 weeks of the trial date, depending upon how lenient or conservative the judge is.
And my understanding is, especially with federal courts, the transparency is a lot more limited than if it was a state prosecution. But I mean, we could read between the lines, and I think even the defense suggested it in their filings that victim number one with respect to that sex trafficking charge is Cassandra Ventura. So people have been saying she could be the star witness. We have an update for court. As I said, I'm going to provide everybody updates as this comes in. First of all, Sean Combs has been brought into the courtroom. Apparently, he came in through the side holding cell door.
Okay.
He is wearing jail pants. He is wearing a T-shirt. And he was seen
not jail pants,
smiling and hugging his lawyers. So as we talk about Sean Combs, the rap mogul, the business mogul, fall from grace, to see him in an outfit like this, to see him in this environment is very, very different. And Ava, we have a question from YouTube as well. So anybody who has questions about the case, questions about what's happening today, please submit them on YouTube. This is from Lori Crabtree. Is there a statute of limitations on some of the video evidence found? Meaning, can they not introduce some of the evidence because it's time barred?
Now, we know under the Mann Act that a lot of these allegations that go back in time.
And Mann Act is sex trafficking, right?
Right.
Okay.
A lot of these allegations that go back in time, you can still prosecute them. And so under that, a lot of the evidence that may be 10, 15 years old, we are able to still use that evidence in the court.
Brian, one of the things I wanted to ask you.
Right, girl. He coming in there smiling in his jail pants, girl. What I'm saying, girl, something interesting going on. New judge. Once again, well written up rebuttal from his attorneys as it relates to him being released until trial. I don't know, girl. Does Diddy know something we don't?
But looks pretty, and he admitted what it is anyway. But the point is, that becomes a topic of conversation today. How do you think that's going to shake out? Because they're saying we want an evidentiary hearing to find out who leaked it. The prosecutors have said it didn't come from us. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's a great idea. Anything you can do to try and circumvent what I think is a smoking gun in at least the case as it relates to, the character of this fella. I think it's a good idea for the defense. Try and get a little bit of a fishing expedition, going on in terms of who leaked it. More importantly, at some point in time, they're going to need to get a fair and impartial jury. And this might just be the first in a series of motions they file trying to keep the government from leaking evidence that's going to be important to this case. Anybody who saw that particular video walked away from it disgusted. And obviously people are going to be brought into a courtroom.
There's multiple people. Why do you only see two people being charged for it? But I guess that's the question. If this is a conspiracy, he can't just agree with himself. He's got to agree with other people. You would have to assume, Brian, that they are cooperating witnesses, right?
Well, there's no question about that. It's what's troubling to me is if they are cooperating witnesses, did they simply get immunity? You rarely see that. You see cooperating witnesses coming in and taking guilty pleas, and then cooperating. You rarely see full-blown immunity, and that's why I'm not so sure we won't see a superseding indictment.
Mm-hmm. I still think it's coming to it. Same thing happened in the R. Kelly case. Okay, got another question. So far, no updates from court. Keeping a very careful eye on it. And we also have that feed from outside the courthouse as well. This is from Malel33. Apologize if I mispronounced your name. Malel33. This is about Tony Busby. So again, Tony Busby is that Texas attorney who announced, I think it was last week, that he is representing hundreds of alleged victims of Sean Combs, and he plans to file 120 lawsuits across the country. Says that at least 25 of them were minors when they were abused by Sean Combs. One of them was a 9-year-old, he claims. This is the question from Malel33. If Busby knows things, meaning crimes, could we expect the feds to inquire about those settlements he's doing?
Yeah, I think everything's.
He already, Tony Busby already said that that some of his clients have already started speaking with the feds, etc. So yes, we know that the 100 out of the 120 alleged victims, that some of them are already cooperating with the feds, which is what's probably going to lead to the superseded indictment to begin with. All right, so while we're waiting on some actual feedback from the court in this press conference, let's go ahead and get into this JODECI situation, girl, because baby, it's a mess. Liza Gardner filed a lawsuit against Diddy and Aaron Combs back in November of 2023. It was recently amended in order to include JODECI member Devontae Swing as a co-defendant. So let's get into that first, and then we're going to read the details of the suit, and we're going to keep our eye out on this press conference so that we don't miss anything. You guys come thumbs up the video as you guys come in with your bush babies, etc. Honey, the thumbs up the video. All right, courtesy of stereogum.com. JODECI member added as co-defendant in Diddy sexual assault lawsuit. In November, Sean Diddy Combs was sued for allegedly raping Liza Gardner with singer-songwriter Aaron Hall when she was 16 in 1990. The lawsuit has now added JODECI member Devontae Swing as a co-defendant. An amended complaint filed by Gardner and obtained by Rolling Stone alleges Swing, born Donald DeGreat, was present during the assault. According to the magazine, the complaint reads, unbeknownst to Miss Gardner at the time, defendant Swing was in the room when this assault took place and did not take any steps to prevent this abuse from occurring. In May, a woman submitted a sworn statement in the case claiming she was a fellow minor with Gardner that night and saw Swing leaning against the wall or furniture or something, watching whatever puppy was doing to Liza. In the new filing, she alleges Swing was 20 or 21 years old at the time. He is accused of aiding and abetting the alleged abuse. He served as Gardner's co-guardian at the time because he invited her on the trip to the New York area with a group of her friends. They were staying with him in New Jersey at a house allegedly subsidized by JODECI's label at the time, the MCA subsidiary Uptown Records, where Combs was working as an A&R executive. The lawsuit claims that Swing, quote, had a duty to protect the child as her parents entrusted him with her safety. He trafficked and or coerced the child to travel across state lines from North Carolina to New York and New Jersey with the hidden intention of providing the child with alcohol and marijuana and prostituting the underage persons to his H&R Combs. Baby, it's always a matrix. Always a matrix. Swing is now one of the lawsuit's defendants in causes of action alleging negligent infliction of emotional distress and violation of Mann Act, which includes a claim for transportation of a minor with intent to engage in illegal sexual activity. Last month, Combs was arrested after grand jury indictment on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Combs was denied bail and was sued for sexual assault by a 12th accuser. Combs filed an appeal on Tuesday on the decision to deny him bail, arguing that concerns of witness tampering were unfounded. Today, his lawyers accused the government of leaking a video of him assaulting Cassie. Combs' mother, Janice Small Combs, shared her first statement earlier this week. We already read that crap earlier. The article goes on to conclude, all right? So with the lawsuit being amended, let's read the details of said lawsuit. Thank y'all who are enjoying the color scheme I have going on, honey. It's giving the God of all. Thank y'all so much. Please thumbs up as you guys come into the building. Let's check on this press conference. All right, nothing is, we ain't got no motion yet, but we're just waiting for the press conference to happen. I'm probably going to drop the link after I read the lawsuit and things, and we can talk about some things as we wait on this press conference to take place. Now, the lawsuit that I'm reading is before it was amended. This is the original November lawsuit from Miss Liza Gardner. Obviously, I'm going to disclaimer, you know, if you are sensitive to said subject matter, then you might want to tune out of the show at this moment, as I'm sure that the details of this lawsuit are more than likely going to be graphic and more than likely triggering. Okay, so disclaimer, we're about to read the lawsuit, child. All right, let's get into it. As you guys can see here, date filed November 23rd of 2023. So she filed her lawsuit just a few moments after Cassie. And then you guys also know we found out that Thalia Graves had been trying to get her lawsuit off the ground like in November of 2023 as well. So when Cassie did what she did, a lot of people start immediately either filing or was looking to file. Plaintiff Liza Gardner buying through her attorney, girl, she's being represented by Tyrone Blackburn, girl. So I don't know how well this is going to work out for her, girl. Okay, Tyrone Blackburn is a clown in the legal system. Plaintiff Liza Gardner filed this complaint for damages and other relief under the Trafficking Victim Protection Act. The cause of action is timely under the Adult Survivor Act, which Cassie also used at the time as well. Geffen Records, John and Jane Doe's 1 in 10, ABC Corp. 1 in 10 in their participation in the harm visited upon plaintiff Liza Gardner. Liza Gardner is a Caucasian female and a United States citizen who was at all relevant times a resident of and domiciled in the state of North Carolina. Combs is a United States citizen. All right. Let's get into the meat and the potatoes of it all. All right. Upon information and belief in 1990, Liza Gardner was in NYC with a friend. They were invited to NYC by close friends who were members of a chart-topping recording group signed to MCA. We know that now is Devontae Swing of JODECI. Ms. Gardner and the members of this group are all from North Carolina. Liza Gardner and her friend met Combs and Hall at the offices of MCA Records for an event hosted by MCA Records. Combs and Hall were very flirtatious and handsly with Liza Gardner and her friend, offering them drinks throughout the night. 16-year-old girls. Wow. Towards the end of the night, Liza Gardner and her friend were invited by Combs and Hall back to Hall's apartment for an after party. While at Hall's apartment, Liza Gardner was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Combs. After Combs finished doing his business, Liza Gardner laid in bed, shocked and traumatized. As she was in the process of getting dressed, Hall barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced Liza Gardner to have sex with him. After Hall finished graping Liza Gardner, she quickly got dressed and ran out of Hall's house. Her friend left shortly after. Liza Gardner's friend shared with her that she too had been forced to have sex with Combs and Hall in another room. Upon information and belief, when Combs finished with Liza Gardner, he and Hall switched and they commenced assaulting Liza Gardner's friend. A couple of days later, Combs came to the home where Liza Gardner and her friend were staying. He was irate and began assaulting and choking Liza Gardner to the point that she passed out. Combs was searching for Liza Gardner's friend because he was worried that she would tell the girl he was with at the time what he and Hall had done to them. After this incident, Liza Gardner informed her close friends and family about what had occurred. Over the years, she has sought medical treatment to heal from the trauma visited upon her, by Combs and Hall. Lizzie Gardner incorporates by reference all preceding paragraphs and realleges them as if set forth fully herein. Defendants committed battery against Lizzie Gardner when they penetrated Lizzie Gardner and physically assaulted her against her will. Defendants intentionally and without her consent attacked Lizzie Gardner to satisfy their sexual desires. Under all circumstances, the defendants' physical contact with Lizzie Gardner were offensive and wrong. Defendants continued to attack Lizzie Gardner despite her attempts to thwart their actions. Defendants' conduct was the direct and proximate cause of Lizzie Gardner's past and future substantial damages, including significant pain and suffering, lasting psychological and financial harm, loss of dignity, and invasion of privacy. The defendant's actions constitute sexual offenses as defined in Article 130 of the New York Penal Law, including but not limited to sexual misconduct and forcible touching. The plaintiff's claim for battery is thus timely under the Adult Act NYC. Lizzie Gardner incorporates by reference all preceding paragraphs and realleges them as set forth fully herein. As described above, defendants frightened and placed plaintiff in apprehension of harm when they physically assaulted her, and within the state of New York, defendants forcibly touched and attempted and or threatened to touch plaintiff's intimate areas and or touch her with his intimate body parts. As a result of defendant's conduct, plaintiff has suffered and continues to suffer harm, including physical injury, severe emotional distress, humiliation, anxiety, and other consequential damages for which she is entitled to an award of monetary damages and other relief. The conduct of defendants described above was willful, wanton, and malicious. At all relevant times, defendants acted with conscious disregard for plaintiff's right and feelings, acted with the knowledge of or with reckless disregard for the fact that his conduct was certain to cause injury and or humiliation to plaintiff and intended to cause fear, physical injury, and or pain and suffering to plaintiff. By virtue of the foregoing, plaintiff is entitled to recover punitive damages. This cause of action is timely under the Adult Survivors Act because it arises out of conduct perpetuated against plaintiff who was of the statutory age or older at the time of the conduct, which constitutes multiple sexual offenses as defined Article 130 of the New York Penal Law. Negligent infliction of emotional distress. Hold on, let me check in over her. All right. Lizzie Gardner incorporates by reference all preceding paragraphs and realleges them as if set forth. The defendant's conduct created an unreasonable risk of causing emotional distress to plaintiff, and the defendants knew or should have known that such conduct was likely to result in emotional distress and might or likely would cause illness or bodily harm. As a direct proximate result of the negligent conduct of the defendants, plaintiff suffered and will continue to suffer severe emotional distress. Defendant's conduct was wanton, malicious, willful, and or cruel, entitling plaintiff to punitive damages, etc. Girl. So Miss Lizzie is alleging that Devontae Swing of JODECI, who she was in the legal custody of for whatever reason, had prostituted her out and pimped her out to Aaron Hall and P. Diddy, who she's alleging both actually assaulted her at Hall's apartment, along with her friend at the time, who was allegedly also actually assaulted by both Aaron and Diddy, alleging that Devontae Swing watched, he trafficked, he orchestrated, and he observed all of this without intervention. She has amended her lawsuit to list him as a co-defendant along with Aaron Hall and Sean Diddy Combs. And baby, all they ask is, according to the amended lawsuit, girl got 20 days to respond to said lawsuit, girl. This is nasty, nasty, nasty work, girl. Tyrone Blackburn, who was just another Gloria Allred another Lisa Bloom is representing Liza Gardner, honey. Once again, she was 16 at the time that she is claiming she was assaulted, girl, and the big wheels just keep on turning, girl. Bail denied again. His attorneys didn't even have bail applications. So, all right, so we got updates. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on? All right, hold on. Let me run over here to Inner City Press, honey, and see what's going on. Okay. Where are you getting that information from? Oh, yes. Wow. He's denied, y'all. Amen. All right. We got action, girl. Sean has been denied again. Updated 6 minutes ago. The judge, so Mr. Combs will remain detained. We are adjourned. Girl, somebody go check on Janice Combs, bitch. They about to have to helicopter airlift her motherfucking ass, girl, out of the courthouse, girl. She was already stumbling and doing the damn butterfly, hardly able to damn hold herself up, girl. Her and Gravity were battling each other, child. Y'all go check on Janice Combs and her wig, bitch. Do they got the EMTs pulling up for Mama Combs, girl? Because I'm sure, honey, I'm sure she's officially palm first on the floor now, ho. Wow. Okay, they also went over a speedy trial. His attorney said, but I affirm my duty to judge that any application under the Speedy Trial Act. We move to exclude time under the act. It's already told by the motion. The judge says I exclude time until December 18th. I have no application for bail before me. All right. Mr. Combs will remain behind bars. The subpoenas return. We are putting them in relativity database, the judge and Brady material. The defense sent us a Brady request. At the next conference, I will ask about your progress. All right, we have a subpoena out to Combs Global. We are reviewing all of the material for privilege. Our filter team removes some of the material before the case team can see it. For motions, I'll give the defense until February 17th or before. We are here. Girl, denied. Baby. Woo, child. The new judge, girl, understood the assignment, girl, because, honey, it was, girl, we was right on the edge and the precipice of fear, honey, okay? This judge is not convinced. He's co-signing Judge Carter. And the first judge, girl, he does not feel that said team has promptly persuaded beyond benefit of a doubt why Combs should not be considered a reasonable threat unto public safety, witnesses, and or alleged victims. Let's scoot over to see what this commentary is given. We're still waiting on the press conference, honey. See who's going to speak. People are leaving the courthouse, honey. All right, we're still waiting for folk to come to the podium. Let me see here. Okay, so they're getting ready to gear up, girl. Until then, let's go over here to Law and Crime and see what's going on.
Here's what I know. Ava Sullivan, thank you so much for coming on. Brian McMonagle, I know we have to sign you off too. Thank you both so much for
So let me rewind this back.
Central, other than the fact.
It's usually not the game plan, but when you're dealing with a case like this where there has to be some questions answered, sometimes the best person, excuse me, to answer them is the defendant himself. He's eloquent, he's smart, he gets it. This might be one of those cases where you do that, particularly if some of the evidence has to be explained. We talked about the video. I mean, you got to explain that video. Otherwise, you're just a vicious, bad guy. There may be text messages he has to explain. There may be video evidence that we haven't seen that has to be explained. Who's going to explain it? They said that it's going to take a week to try it. Well, there's 8 hours in a court day. That's a lot of witnesses for 1 week. I want to know who these witnesses are, and if Sean Combs isn't among them, it would be the norm, but it might not be what this case takes from the defense perspective.
That's a good point. So if you take their argument, it's true that this would take 1 week to defend. What kind of witnesses would they call? Who would they call? Would they call? I mean, other than cross-examining this
girl, he came in there with his gel pants on, smiling from ear to ear, bitch. Baby, I would pay to be a fly on the damn wall to see the way that he skedaddled out of that damn courtroom, bitch. When that judge said, girl, he will remain behind bars. Court adjourned, girl. Court adjourned. Baby. Breaking news. Sean P. Diddy Puffy, Sean Love Combs, girl, has been denied bail once again. He will, in fact, remain behind bars as of right now. There is another hearing that is coming up where they will be picking up on the progress of discovery, etc. Gria. But Mr. Combs will remain detained. Child. Jesus. What's going on, Twins Vanity? Breaking news, Shy. The deadlock. All right, we got some, baby, they piled up outside this courthouse, girl. Let me pull up the Twitter feed from Associated, from Inner City Press.
It's their job to make it go smoothly, and it often does. It usually does. Somewhere in the midst of there's a walkway to the first car. I don't know how. Okay.
Inner City Press is live on Twitter.
The first one will pull out, and the second one will back up.
All the press are waiting, girl, to hear from the attorneys, possibly from the family. They probably won't speak. They probably got to be rolled out in a damn military cot, girl. Janice Combs is going to come out the courtroom looking like every bit of what the hell she done been through.
Here's a blessing.
Want to be on TV. But get out of here. Just joking. Of course, we're a block from.
And they're saying that discovery could take a minute. You know, that it is pretty ambitious to push for a trial date as early as April and May, considering the level of discovery that's happening with this case. Remember, not only do they have over 100 electronic devices to jailbreak into, some of which they don't even have the technology right now to do so, but they also are overseas investigating alleged freak-off witnesses and victims. And as lawsuits continue to roll out with attorney Tony Busby representing over 100 of Diddy's alleged victims, they're looking to supersede Diddy's indictment. They're probably going to bring in the charges as it relates to the minors, since according to Tony Busby, 25 of the 120 victims were actually underage, as young as 9 years old. 15, 14 at the time. And yet Diddy still wants his day in court, girl. That's going to be interesting. I'm really going to be interested to see what the hell Diddy has to say for himself. That's a mess. So, superseded indictment. Behind bars, he will remain, girl. He might as well just get comfortable, girl. Now, I don't know how many more appeals he get after this. He's on his third one. I know that you don't get an infinite. Let me see here. How many do you get in federal court? Okay, in federal court, there is no limit to the number of times a defendant can request reconsideration of a bail decision, but it's generally not allowed unless there's new evidence or significant developments. The appellate court's decision is usually final. Federal criminal cases differ from state cases in that there is no bail or bail bond system. Instead, federal judges use a pretrial release program and have wide discretion on whether to grant or deny a request for release. A defendant who was initially detained without bond can request reconsideration of the bond decision by the judge who handles the case, pretrial services, investigate the defendant's criminal history, employment, family, community ties, and financial background, and then give the magistrate judge their bail recommendation. A federal judge could grant release on personal recognition, conditional release, temporary detention, or detention before trial. Considering that he's high profile, wealthy as hell, has international resources, and is black, his ass to be there, bitch, until trial, girl. He fucking with the right set of white folk, baby. All that racism is gonna work against Diddy ass, baby. As far as the white judge are concerned, baby, he black, he did it. Thank you so much, baby mother Myra from Hey Boo. Thank you. I'm on YouTube. Okay, boo. Put your YouTube link in the community section. Shout out to my baby mother Rebecca and Valerie as well for the JODECI piece. And all y'all in sync. All y'all sent the same amount. That's crazy. That's interesting synchronicity. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up them angel numbers. Hold on, let me look up these angel numbers. All y'all sent the same amount. Let me see something. Put this in my thing to look at later. Bye, girl. So Miss Diddy ain't going nowhere. All right, so let me drop the link in case anybody want to come up, girl, and just sound off, give y'all opinions. We're still waiting on the press conference to pop the fuck off. And then after that, we're going to tie this ish up. What I got up here? Okay, yeah, they're all pushing for a trial as early as April or May. Here's a complete look at the allegations. We already know all of them. Let me drop this link in case anybody want to come up, girl, and sound off. There's a StreamYard link. Diddy sure thought he was one of them. He did. I watched it, but they used white characters, but it was about Diddy. Okay, I'm not sure what y'all talking about. Let me scroll up. Oh yeah, it's going to be way bigger than OJ. Oh yeah, this is going to be legendary. Law and Order did a Diddy episode last Thursday, first episode of the season. Wow, that's fitting. Put them old crusty feet up and get really comfortable, right, in his new home, period. Put them bunions up, child. He needs to stop spending his victims' money on period. Did y'all hear about the full text thread that proves that girl? No, where's the full text thread, twins? Because I've been looking for, I want that full text thread. Where can it be found? If you got it, I know where it is, or you got the link to it, email it to me at consciouztv@gmail.com or DM me on Consciouztv at Instagram. Because, yes, it was looking like, girl, it wasn't given. Okay, Twin says, did y'all hear about the full text thread that proves that girl Thalia was actually telling the truth? Oh, no. I didn't hear about that. I definitely want the link on that. Okay, thank you so much, twins, for that. All right, so girl, they saying the full text thread proves that the girl Thalia was actually telling the truth. I can't wait to take a look at that. We will report back on that, girl, because y'all know Big Joe, aka Sherman, been tearing her ass up and said he wasn't even in New York. He didn't even work for Diddy. He can prove that. The text message showed her trying to get him to be a witness, then threatening that she would make, that her and Jay Prince will come for his head, bitch. And then her ex-boyfriend recently spoke out to TMZ and also alleged that she was trying to get him to participate in this money grab, girl. So this is a hot mess. Yeah, it was the original. Okay, y'all talking about that. Do you know Mims? Okay, he has it, all the text. Okay, I'll check that out. She was definitely telling the truth. I believe her. Yeah, we will observe that and bring all that together, honey. I can't imagine what she said. What could she have said in the text that proved she was telling the truth? Like, how did it prove she's telling the truth? Yeah, her ex actually reached out to her talking about the tape. Okay. She was her boyfriend was named in a lawsuit. Well, his name definitely wasn't listed in the one she filed, unless she done amended her lawsuit since, because his name is not necessarily stated. All right, I'm gonna check those text messages, child. It wasn't her. There was 2 bad boy employees text exchanges talking about how they did her and other victims. It wasn't just her. There were 2 bad boy employees texting. Okay, he was mentioned in another. In what lawsuit? Someone talking CTV. Okay, who talking? Wait a minute, y'all. Who talking? Oh, wait a minute. All right. Okay, somebody is talking. We got Sin in the background. I'm gonna let Sin up and let's listen to what the hell going on. Okay, he need to talking to the microphone, Grill. All right, let's listen to what the hell going on. What's going on, Sin? Hey. See what's going on here. Your phone breaking up, though. Where the hell he walking off to? Oh, he ready to get started.
My name is Ari, and I'm a paralegal.
Okay, he's a paralegal.
The United States Constitution mandates no one should be subject to the penalties of a crime without a conviction. Therefore, it's mandatory that Mr. Coons be released pending a conviction. Also, they're trying to say that he may have tampered with witnesses, etc. There's no evidence that he did this subsequent to being charged. They try to say that he presents a flight risk and everything like that. There's no evidence that he ever sought to evade prosecution. It's called pre-invention. You can't do that. You can't say punish a person for something they might do. They can only punish a person for something they have done. So the law mandates that he be released pending his trial, and that any privation constitutes a fundamental deprivation or violation of due process of law. Thank you.
Not they got Cleveland ass down there shouting off, girl. What's going on, Sam? What you think about all this mess, child?
He need to go ahead and
hold on, wait a minute. First of all, am I seeing a haircut?
Yes, I cut it all off yesterday.
Hello, Eve. Yes. Loving that. Oh my God.
I told you that's why I wanted some wigs. I told you I was getting ready to get rid of it all.
Ooh, I love this. Oh, you fish and frame your face, honey. It's giving exotica. Yes, God. Come on, honey. Looking like an old 1998 Kenya boy. L'Oreal top model ass model. I love this. This looks so good.
Thank you. I was nervous about it yesterday, but I went ahead because somebody told me that you're going into a new season. You can't go in there with old wineskins. Drop the old and embrace the new.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's like the leaves fall off a tree, baby.
And I'm back in my house.
On period. Look, as I told you, just a matter of time, child. Everything's about that process. You trusted the process. And you did the work.
And the new car is in the garage.
God is motherfucking good, child.
Is he not? I'm telling you.
So how are you? I mean, how are you feeling? Is it what you thought it would be to see life just put itself back together again?
Yeah, it was interesting, and I started to feel like myself again once I got the car. Because then, like, all the chains broke, and it's just And then it just came easy.
It came easy.
Yep. Work has been great. I mean, I'm in there making that Skrilla and that paper that I'm just paying cash for the stuff that I need. And yeah.
Period. Everybody is congratulating you, sending you light and love, honey.
Thank y'all so much for your prayers, for your contributions here that you all give me every time I got up on this platform. You all do not know how much this means. I mean, I'm literally getting cable installed right now.
Period. Oh my God, baby. God is never done. God is never done, baby.
And don't count me out, baby, because he's real particular about me.
That part, y'all. Like, Sin had an incredible journey. We're gonna have to carve out a show so you can really talk to the people, because there's a lot of people who are going through like what you were going through and who are going through that now, and they're not sure about that light at the end of the tunnel. And for you to make it down there, people would take a lot of strength and inspiration.
I'm
across that hump.
Possible, because even this morning I was calling to get my alarm system back on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Okay, boo. Baby, Sin done got out here on her Eve-ish, baby. Done color her hair, restarted, honey, on her. She exhaling, baby. On her way to the exhale shit, baby.
I am getting new glasses on Sunday and new contacts.
Period.
Yes, I'm having a full moment of myself.
I love this for you, girl.
For me, but I can't wait to do that show with you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even realize coming home trying to call somebody that I knew that works for ADT, and he lost his father, had no money for the funeral, whatever, and to be able to cash app him a blessing, to help him out, to help bury his father. I mean, one of our ministers in our ministry here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know what you've been through, because it wasn't just a year ago. We talked about a mere 4 months ago. I was sitting right there. Couch surfing. Now I get to sleep in my $7,000 Tempur-Pedic bed tonight.
Period, baby. But a long time coming, honey. You make love to that bed tonight, honey. You give it $7,000 worth of smoke tonight. Yeah, so we're going to bring Sam back to get into her testimony. What do you think about what's going on with the diddler? Like, are you happy? Do you feel like he's being treated fairly?
Oh no, see, one thing about us, melanated folks, when we get out of pocket with all our money and it shows people who we really are, you're going to get your N-word wake-up card at some point, and this is his time. I'll have to go through it. And, he had like I've said before, he had the opportunity to be such a good dude in this business where he could have changed the way music operated in terms of how it treats its artists. Not to be a dickhead sex addict, pretty much, a pedophile. Now he gets what he gets. I don't feel sorry for him, not in the least. His arrogant ass. His mammy should have told him, be a better man. She should have raised one.
That part.
I don't feel sorry for him. Let him get real comfortable in that 4x7 or 10x10. Unpack your knapsack, because you's at home now.
You at home, baby. All right, so we now got some more action on that press conference. Let's tune in and see what these folk got to say.
Never remember what I said.
You got the pastor here.
Dr. King told us that Lord unintended consequences. Sometimes before you push a person down, the stronger they get. And so he's making an adjustment. He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning that we see on the internet. It's a serious proceeding with serious consequences, and all of us are addressing it accordingly.
Anthony, is it a racist proceeding, as Marcus said?
Nobody's okay with staying in jail for now. Okay, thank you very much. That's it for today.
Okay, girl, he could have kept that. Talking about we gonna stop all this clowning going on the internet, girl. I'm sure that Diddy got got bigger fish to fry than being the butt of damn jokes on the internet. You damn right it's serious business. Business he should have took serious for 30 damn years. Because like Sin said, he could have just been a fly-ass rich nigga doing the Lord's work, pooched up right now on some island with his family, enjoying the life God and his gift blessed him with. But instead, he seemingly wanted to be with the shits. And now you're here, being made a spectacle.
When we God every day for that kind of to be a blessing and bring a little bit of
Oh, your phone is breaking up, boo. It's breaking up bad. You sound kind of.
Oh, my internet is about to be.
Okay, yeah, it's breaking up bad, and now it's freezing. If you can, boo, try to go out and come back in. And we definitely going to come back.
Okay.
And we definitely going to come back as well, y'all, to get into the Thalia Graves text messages. I'm eager to see those text messages and to interpret them for myself. Y'all say it was more so about what the boyfriend revealed. So that's going to be interesting, child. We're going to get a hold of those. Oh, yes. All right, so we're still waiting on people to pooch on. I don't know who exactly supposed to be speaking at the press conference. Is it the attorneys? I guess we're waiting on the attorney, but everybody else who making it out, girl. The deacon, the prophet, you know, the family counselor, baby. Everybody is coming on out with their Bibles, baby, and they Sunday's best. So we're still waiting on the attorneys, I guess, to pooch through and to also deflect and yell and be mad as hell and upside down and cut cartwheels, bitch. Okay, because I'm sure they are press boots. So they've been working overtime, girl, to change the narrative. They've been working overtime to get in front of the story. They've been working overtime, Greer, to get this man up out of this hole, because apparently he up in there eating old ass feces and infused food. He's scared of being poisoned. He only get 1 hour of recreational time. He only get to wash his ass 3 times out of the week. He barely get to see anybody, talk to anybody. He done been on suicide watch, checking off suicide watch. And allegedly, he also ended up getting taunted by other inmates in the hole who are singing old bad boy lyrics to taunt the disgraced mogul girl. It's a mess. It is a mess. Okay, he ain't got no lubrication to jack his dick with, girl. He going through pink cocaine withdrawals, bitch. He got that damn Haitian goddess tattooed on his back. He got the deceased spirit of Kim Porter whipping his ass up in that little 10 by 10 cell, girl. Then he got big and smalls, big ass, big back spirit, girl, sitting right on top of his ass, girl, making sure he feel all the weight and gravity of his bullshit. All right. And Tupac probably is tapping in occasionally as well from the other side, getting his damn licks in, girl. Okay. This man got it. He got his work cut out for him, both inwardly and outwardly. All of a sudden, Diddy wants to be a Muslim to save his ass in prison. No bail. Period. Well, he can't cry in the car, so he has to settle with crying in a cell. No communion Sunday wardrobe, baby. Bishop can pray over the dead love. Do y'all think that TD Jakes is on the visitors list, y'all? Y'all think Jake's ass on the... Because they saying that where he is in the special housing unit of this facility, girl, that it's so far back, tucked away in cross acreage of land, that by the time you get there, bitch, you only got 15 damn minutes of visitation time. Now, you know Jakes ain't gonna burn that many calories, girl, to get to his damn spiritual son, girl. Do y'all think TD Jakes, girl, is gonna burn all them calories, girl, and sweat all that fat back and the hog mog out of his ass, girl, just to lay his hands on the interrogation glass and pray for him, girl? Girl, that'd be a mess, honey, if TD Jakes come pooching his ass through, honey. But see, this also when you learn who your friends is, bitch. Y'all was all shucking and jiving, honey. All at the parties and the exclusives, girl, when Diddy was somebody. Now he locked up, girl. Don't nobody want to make a photo op. Why nobody don't want to come see Diddy now? Why nobody don't want to brag now? I don't understand why nobody want to brag. Why don't nobody want to brag? Everybody couldn't wait, baby, to be somebody next to Diddy, baby. Nobody could wait, girl, to claim him as a son, to claim him as a mentee. Where are they at now? Swallowed up, girl. Shucking and damn jiving. Jake's done changed his number. He swallowed up. Swallowed up. Girl. Okay, saying he up in jail like 13 ghosts on period. This is a mess. Y'all. The party is over. Girl. That's probably why they had 1,000 damn bottles of lubrication, girl. They needed it for Jake's big ass cheeks. Honey, okay, 1,000 bottles for Jake's BBL, girl. Okay, this is Inner City Press after US versus Sean. All right, let's see what the hell he was out here capturing, honey. Okay, he all up in folk crotches and things, child. Okay, all right. I guess we're waiting on the attorneys, girl, to pull up to the press conference, honey. Let me see if he did any more updates. Nope. All right, girl. So let's go back to Law and Crime and see what their reaction was to the news.
Attorney said when they were trying to get him to get bail was, look, he was a target and he did get beaten up, and the guy who beat him up wanted publicity for his own case. Definitely. P. Diddy, he could very likely be a target in prison.
Brian, something you mentioned that it just struck.
The girls are walking out so sad. Yeah, I'm sure they are, honey. It's embarrassing, shameful, but you know, that lifestyle they was living, girl, apparently it was coming at the expense of a lot of innocent people, girl. You know, I know they probably do miss the fantasy of their daddy, but let me tell you something, baby. If Diddy is legally found guilty of any of these damn crimes, you wasn't being raised by a role model, sugar. Your daddy was pretending to be something that he wasn't. And once again, the narcs, they only go one or two ways with their kids. They either abuse the hell out of them as well, mistreat the fuck out of them, confuse them all up. They end up becoming narcs as adults. Or they play the good cop, play the overly good cop role because they too will weaponize the kids. They love to get on the kids' good side so that they can manipulate them against the other parent or parents in that case. If that parent gets a step parent involved, etc., girl, you know, but the narc never does anything out of actual love and sincerity and selflessness. Everything is a ulterior motive with the narc. Everything is about a self-gratifying agenda, child. So I know the girls are, child, but they have their daddy to blame for this Diddy ass. Let's say hypothetically. No, we can't even say hypothetically, girl. They gotta blame their damn daddy. Diddy had the means, the wealth, and the resources to have moved very clean across the board. Because once again, this ain't about Diddy being freaky. This ain't about his ass being pansexual, bisexual, or any of his sexual proclivities, aside from the alleged pedo shit. That's a problem, but it's the criminal shit that's a problem. The pedo shit, the drugging shit, the secretly recording people shit, the soliciting of prostitutes. It's the coercion, it's the physical assault, it's all of that shit. That's the problem. If he is a freaky ass nigga and he loves group experiences and he's a voyager and, you know, he's into his things, you know, it's whatever. But Diddy, once again, he had the means to live a very clean life. A lot of this didn't even have to happen, honey, had he governed himself accordingly. And apparently he did not. He did not. He overexed and never satisfied. He never thought about how this would affect his kids, or he would have stopped a long time ago. Yeah, or he would have been clean with it across the board. He would have been clean with it across the board. It's plenty of celebrities. It's plenty of wealthy people. It's plenty of ordinary people right now doing all type of freaky shit at all type of dungeons and all type of brothels and whorehouses and doing what they do. They ain't doing nothing criminal, and they are keeping it clean across the board so that can't nothing come back to bite them in they ass. Oh, that's another thing. Yes, his Tupac's family is opening up an investigation to see if Diddy is linked to Tupac's death girl. But I don't know why they just not doing that, honey. That should have been done a long time ago. Okay, all right, here come that damn lawyer, girl. We got action, girl. Let's listen. All right, we got action at the press conference. Let's listen to the red-nosed clown Mark. Coming out here looking like a mad-ass newborn baby.
Thanks for all for waiting. I'm really not going to make much of a statement. As you know, I made a request for the judge to issue what we call the gag order, and the judge is going to issue it on a reciprocal basis. So I'm not going to say anything that I didn't say.
Okay, so he just said that the judge granted a gag order. I'm assuming a gag order what? Upon Homeland Security, but he said that it's mutual, girl. So he done been gagged as well. The judge granted a mutual gag order. Okay, can't nobody disseminate, leak, and just be out here recklessly, loosely meddling and fraternizing with the media and the public.
The paper is in court. We submitted a written motion last night that states our position. I'm not going to say anything in addition to it, but I didn't want to leave all you guys hanging, and I wanted to say at least that I wasn't going to say. So that's all I'm going to say and not say. Thank you all. I hope that gives you what you need, but I'm not going to say anything that I haven't said in court and that I haven't said in my court papers. So you all have a nice day, and thank you very much.
How is he doing? How is he doing?
Monster! I saw your bullshit. It's full of social media. Bullshit. Crazy. I saw your whole motion. You put it together with ChatGPT. He's a monster and a predator. We're going to keep our foot on his neck. He's never getting out of prison. Donald Gilmore said that.
I am screaming.
Lisa, give this to
Baby, the public did not come to play with Diddy ass today, honey. Okay, they tore Mama Combs' ass up on the way in. Now they done tore the damn lawyer out, girl. We're going to keep foot on neck. Never getting out. Your client is a monster. We saw that bullshit bail request that you wrote up. Foot on neck.
Lisa, give this to Dan.
Woo!
I need a card back. I don't have anything in my camera.
Baby, he had to be personally escorted to his vehicle, girl. Okay, he won't get that ass whooped today. Go ahead and follow in the damn in the ways of those insurrectionists, girl. Go ahead and climb them walls, honey. Okay, fuck the law. Tear his ass up. Wow, baby. So that's about as quiet as we done ever seen the damn attorney, baby. Okay, he never gave us an old nasty drive-through. Number one, no onions, light ice, bitch. Okay, ready to go, honey. He ain't never been this quick to pull out. Wow. The attorney shook. He done been gagged. Girl, he got a gag order on him. Girl, this is phony as hell. All right, so that's it for the press conference, girl. Y'all heard it first here. Dang, why I can't be rich so I can watch CTV uninterrupted? It's coming, baby. It's coming, baby. All the blessings to the Conscious crew are coming, sugar. Y'all just heard from Sin, baby. Okay, the Conscious crew, baby. We get there. We get to the promised land, baby. Okay, so you just keep on. One work day at a time, baby. One of them checks you're gonna be able to retire on, love. So Diddy, you guys, has been denied bail. He will remain behind bars until, however, he does get a unlimited bail attempts. So I'm sure they will be refiling as they continue to try to put a foot up Homeland Security's ass. The attorney clearly is discouraged. He's over it. They've been busting their ass to write up these bail motions, these memorandums, only to basically get a mutual damn gag order and for Diddy to leave out of prison frowning in his prison pants, girl. All right, they're saying that the kids came out of the courthouse dizzy as hell. Okay, Mama Combs went into the courthouse dizzy as all hell. So it's just a lot of dizziness going on, girl. Diddy is dizzy, the baby dizzy, the twins are dizzy, girl. The sons are dizzy, Mama Combs dizzy, girl. So Costco's gonna probably run out of aspirin and Tylenol for these niggas today, baby, because you're gonna put them clean off the shelves, girl. And this is good news for the witnesses and the alleged victims in this case who do not have to worry about this man attempting to yield his power, you know, from his living room sofa, honey. He will remain in that 10 by 10 ass room with that little scoop of mattress getting fed 3 times a day, cold ass, non-seasoned food. What's going on, baby mama Courtney? And they are going to keep denying it. Yep. Because his blackness is working against him in this case. You know, maybe if Diddy was a pale man, you know, his bail package probably would have worked, you know. But because he black, girl, I really think that that's what's really anchoring his ass in, is that racial bias, which I ain't mad at in this case. Because I do believe that real victims exist and that this man has done some really fucked up shit. All right. So we're going to see they're pushing for trial in April or May. Legal experts are saying that that's a bit overzealous, considering the level of discovery that they're having to undergo. Apparently, they're going to try to, though, have a deadline for some of those devices by the end of December. So by the end of the year, they should be wrapping up most of the discovery around the electronics. So they're busting their ass right now to try to jailbreak some of these phones. It's going to be interesting to see what is on these devices. Why did he have so many fucking devices? What's on these old phones? Because he obviously kept them for a reason, girl. They may even find things that they weren't even looking to find, girl, on these phones, girl. Ain't no telling what type of damn transaction and what type of damn photos and footage and interactions that are in those damn electronics, girl. They are looking to supersede the indictment. Obviously, that was going to come because this was an ongoing case from the very beginning, as the U.S. Attorney General stated. They are over in the UK right now looking for freak-off witnesses and victims. You guys know that one of Diddy's alleged male prostitutes also turned in a freak-off tape showing Diddy and himself, a sex worker, and another high-profile celebrity indulging in freakiness and illicit drug usage. There are alleged freak-off tapes being disseminated on the black market, going for as high as $500,000, $5 million, girl, all type of damn extreme over-the-top prices Tony Busby says that there are definitely high-profile celebrities who they're going to be listing as co-defendants. He has encouraged him to come forward. He also said that a lot of those celebrities are already settling out of court with some of the victims. So there may be a good chance that we won't even hear about who some of these high-profile individuals are. Because, of course, obviously, like, that's going to be concealed with the NDA. There's probably going to be a John Doe situation listed, as we've seen in the Usher cases with herpes and some of the other cases where both the defendant and the plaintiff are listed as a Jane and John Doe, which is kind of disappointing because we were, hoping to really be able to identify these other celebrities and their proximity to some of the criminality that is Diddy's lifestyle. So with some of these celebrities settling out of court and everything, it means that we're not going to necessarily know about those particular celebrities and those particular instances. But they have a lot going on. Not everybody's going to come forward. Not everybody's going to settle out of court. So there's still a good chance, girl, that we're going to see a laundry list of celebrities. Matter of fact, I don't know whether it's a real list or not, but I did see a list of alleged. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I sent this to myself. Hold on. If there's a question in my heart, baby, you got it. It don't belong to me. Hold on. Keep editing. Okay, feds say another indictment with more charges may be coming on period. Let me see if I can pull up this celebrity list because I don't know whether this is a real list or not. Okay. Let me see some here. See if I got this list. Did I send it to myself? I don't think I sent it to myself. Nope, I didn't. Let me see. Y'all thumbs up the video. Nope, I didn't send it to myself, unfortunately. It probably was a sham list anyway. See, fresh. Yep. Hold on, wait a minute. Is this it? Oh no, here's the list right here. Okay. Hold on. God damn, it's moving too fast. Hold on, y'all. This is the alleged celebrity list of all of the celebrities that are apparently connected to Diddy who could end up subpoenaed, could end up as witnesses in this case, etc. Okay, so here's the list. Jay-Z, who's both a friend and fellow musician, mogul Jay-Z has been a regular guest at many of Diddy's events, including the famous White Party. Beyonce, Jay-Z's wife and a superstar in her own right, Beyonce has attended several of Diddy's parties, particularly high-profile events like this New Year's Eve celebration. Jennifer Lopez, who dated Diddy in the early 2000s, has frequently been seen at his parties, even after the breakup. Their connection kept her on the guest list for years. Kanye West. Kanye, another heavyweight in the music industry, has been spotted at multiple Diddy-hosted events, including music industry celebrations and fashion-related parties. Kim Kardashian has attended Diddy's famous parties, including his annual birthday bashes and New Year's Eve extravaganzas. Naomi Campbell, long neck ass, the supermodel and longtime friend of Diddy, is often present at his glamorous events, but particularly his exclusive yacht parties in St. Bart's. Mammy J. Blige, a close friend and collaborator with Diddy, Mammy J. Blige has been a regular fixture at Diddy's parties over the years. Leonardo DiCaprio Hold on, the shit moving again. They got damn pages and pages and pages. Hold on. I'm not gonna read all them damn definitions. I'm just gonna read the name. Shy. Leonardo DiCaprio, Usher, of course. Mariah Carey, Pharrell Williams, Paris Hilton, Justin Bieber, 50 Cent, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, Lil Kim, Drake, Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys, Serena Williams, David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, Chris Brown, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, Tyler the Creator, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, Ellen DeGeneres, Sean Penn. Hold on. Shit moving again. Moving fast, girl. Sean Penn, Tyrese Gibson, Zendaya, Big Sean, Michael B. Jordan, Future, Adele, Steve Harvey, Big tie wearing ass, Nas, Eva Longoria, Lewis Hamilton, Joe Jonas, Sophia Vergara, Shakira, Demi Lovato, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Weird Ass, Floyd Mayweather, Dr. Dre, LL Cool J, Swiss Beats, Lala Anthony, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Mark Wahlberg, Cora DeLaVagina, Iggy Azalea, Justin Timberlake, Gigi Hadid, Bela Hadid, Zoe Crevice, Diplo, Offset, Saweetie, Kendrick Lamar, Lizzo, Normani Miguel, Hailey Bieber, Jaden Smith, Prince Harry, Princess Patrice of York, Princess of Eugene of York, Princess Charlotte, Monaco, Shiki, Mazo, girl, whatever the fuck these names. Oh, these are royalties, girl. Princess Madeleine of Sweden, Crown Prince Paulus of Greece, Lady Victoria Hervey, Countess Luan de Lesseps, Princess Fire of Jordan, Lady Kitty Spencer, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Andrew Cuomo, whatever the fuck his last name is, Cory Booker, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Stacey Abrams, Kamala Harris, Charlie, what is this? It's kind of blanked out. Charlie something, Maxine Waters, oh my God, Raheem Emanuel, Michael Bloomberg, Eric Adams, who is currently indicted, John Kerry, and DeVale Patrick. Okay, so once again, girl, I don't know how legitimate that list is, but it's giving U.S. presidents, politicians, mayors, singers, actors, musicians, models. It's giving a mess. Zoe Crevice, yep, on the list. All these people could be potential witnesses, etc. YouTube played the game, no notification again. They slacked. That's why I need y'all to thumbs up, y'all, because when y'all thumbs up, these notifications go out, and the Conscious crew can be notified immediately. Get up in her. I'm gonna look for those text messages from Thalia Graves. You guys say that it's looking like she's telling the truth. So we'll come back probably later today. I'm sure I'll be in the mood and get into some more updates and commentary. Some of the people who was in the day party was at the freak off party. People who was at the day party could also bear witness to who was around. And then it devolved into the after party. Were there kids at the day parties? You know, were there politicians, religious leaders, etc. Girl. I did ask if Zoe Kravitz movie Blink Twice is that her life experience. I'm going to watch that movie. I've heard a lot about that movie. A lot of celebs and other wealthy people attended his parties, but whoever attended his after parties is what really matters. Well, no, they're not the only people who matter. They're not the only people who can bear witness. Those people would be able, the people who was at them white parties would be able to talk about who was coming through the doors, baby. Who left when they left, okay? Who was still there when the so-called party was wrapping up, okay? All these people could have information. Some of them might have also attended the after parties. You guys know that, who was it? Superhead. Karine Steffens or Stephen Karine or whatever her name is, girl, she just came out and said she attended the freak-offs. She said, yes, there was a buffet of drugs. You know, you chose your vibe, and then you got to freaking it a fucking off. You know, she said, though, she was a willing participant, so she can't speak as a victim. You know, she willfully participated in these things. And that's what the freak-offs were also made up of. Willing participants, and then people allegedly who were drugged, coerced into the situation, honey, who woke up with diabolical things happening around them. Who was pulling up when they were leaving? Exactly, honey. The animated film Monsters, Inc. tells it all when it comes to these parties, feeding off fear and adrenochrome, honey. Stevie J, Clive Davis, T.D. Jakes. They say it's ritualistic involving, superseded indictment might include the minors. So it's going to be interesting to see what that superseded indictment gives. All right. So this checks it out, child, for this commentary. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Share the content out. Take your favorite clips. Turn them into reels. Circulate them. Percolate them. If you are new here, definitely subscribe. If you enjoyed the cane, make sure you give a thumbs up. Please, 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 please. You stay lush and gorgeous. Thank you so much, Jane. Thank you, baby. Shout out to London, UK. The prosecutors over there, baby. Look out for them Diddy prosecutors, Jane. They over there in y'all way, honey. Gathering all the things. If you guys also want to show the king some love, you guys can always Cash App $ Consciouztv and or PayPal Consciouztv, paypal.me/Consciouztv. All information, all handles are in the description box below. I will see you guys later, and tell me what you guys think. Give me your full unadulterated thoughts in the comment section below. Peace.